It actually all starts at the alert templates screen, which basically represents our vision of what are the major use cases that might be covered by our tool. We have several alerts covering the spikes in reviews, showing the overall summary for downloads and revenue or your other sales metrics, showing the changes in total rating, your app updates, whether your app gets featured or not, shows the ability to get the reviews via reviews transfer or some changes in the reviews by certain tags in their amount. And we've recently added a new alert called rank mischange. You can pick any of these templates because they basically cover some of the pain points that we can help you achieve and some of the use cases that you guys might have. Or you can start with creating your own custom alert. And one of the cases that is like really good in terms of coverage for alerts list is a product manager dealing with a lot of feedback that he would like to be productive and use in his other feature development and improvements for the product. And for this specific case, we have the alert called review transfer, and it basically sends you all the reviews matching certain criteria. In this specific case, I decided that I would like to have certain rules for sending this alert, which are picking the language that is English for me, the reviews that has rating less than 4 stars, because we suppose that reviews with lower rating than 5 actually have a lot of feedback to work around. If you have a semantic tag and the review is that is semantically tagged with one of the semantic tags, you can actually use it to create a new alert and receive it when this feature request text appears and the review for this semantic text also appears in the system. After that, you come to the peak of the channels, for which we now have Slack, Telegram, and email. You can pick any of those and receive your alert there. Finally, this is how the new review would look like. You will actually receive the text of the review, the ability to reply to it, and the platform, the language, and the number of stars coming with it. Let's say you're in the marketing team dealing with a lot of traffic and dealing with a lot of competition. You just want to understand whether everything is going okay with your rating for your own app. And for this specific case, we have another alert called total rating change in the alert notification section, which basically shows you whether an app rating for your app or maybe your competitor's app changes on a certain amount. We also have several filters here, like user rated and the specific thresholds for sending, whether if rating decreased or increased by a certain amount. And of course, it can be sent to the same channels, basically, than all other alerts that we support at the moment. Basically, if you would also like either in a marketing team or in a product team to deal with like the summary of the metrics, like downloads, like revenue, and some other metrics that you look for, you can create a report called downloads and revenue summary, which basically reflects what we have in the downloads and revenue section. And here it's in regular reports, one of another things that we have inside alerts. And you can also pick the country of your choice. In my case, it's Russia because I have a Russian app. And you can pick a channel where you would like to receive this alert, like email, Slack, and Telegram as well. Support teams and teams dealing with a lot of feedback coming from the users. It's also important to understand whether there is not a spike like in ratings or in some metrics, but in the amount of reviews that you get inside for your app or like your bunch of apps that you have. For this specific reason, we also created an alert called new review text, which basically shows if the amount of reviews that you get by a certain tag that you had inside the AppFollow system arises on a certain amount, or you have a spike or spike of negative reviews. So some other spikes that you actually want to react to. And in my case, I created an alert for the reviews that are tagged with the text either bug or payment, showing me that something goes wrong with my app or something goes wrong with the payment inside my app. So if I get more than 5 tags, meaning more than 5 reviews tagged by these tags in the last day, I understand that something went wrong, and I will get it inside my email as an alert.